Today we wandered up to and beyond the Black Stump, found a quiet little lake in Hillston, and crossed a bridge that wobbled just enough to keep us awake. Not every day is a big adventure, but it continues anyway. With each day's video only showing the highlights of our days, I thought I'd show you a little of the driving that goes between each segment. Leaving Griffith, this is what the road looks like just out of town. 10 minutes up the road, it looks like this. Another 10 minutes, and it still looks much the same. 10 minutes more, it still hasn't changed much, nor will it change, because Australia is just so big. We're between two adjacent towns and on a B road, not an interstate, but an important route. It's the middle of Monday and the road is deserted and there's nothing to be seen clear out to the horizon. This is sheep and wheat territory. Since there are no sheep in this paddock, then it has to be wheat, except we're in autumn and the harvest is over. On the other side of the highway and railway tracks, the land is still the same as it's been for generations. Out beyond the Black Stump is part of Australian legend.
It's good to know that there's a pub there.
Australians say beyond the Black Stump to describe places so remote and so rugged they're almost beyond the reach of civilization. So I'm not sure why we need this parking meter, or who collects the coins. This pub's claim to fame is that it has the tallest bar in Australia at 1.3 metres or 4 foot 3 inches, allegedly so that you could pull up on a horse and order a drink. Although I can't imagine a horse in this small bar. Every small town in Australia pays tribute to those from that community lost to World War I or World War II. This community also pays tribute to pioneer women with this memorial erected in 2001. Woorabinda Lake is a man-made lake adjacent to Hillston. It's a recreational hub for the community.
But because of the drought, the lake level is way down from what it used to be.
We've seen this a lot because of the droughts around this part of Australia. It's either drought or flooding or on fire. That's pretty much the Australian lot.
Well, the lakes are never on fire, but...
Good point. It should be full to the grass line, but instead it's almost completely dry. There's still enough water for birds, but not enough for any sort of human recreation other than the walking track. There's a walking track around the lake, and we need the exercise.
Come with us.
Like I said, it's a recreational hub for the Hillston community. The sign said no vehicles allowed on the track, but there aren't any vehicles on the highway either. That was about a mile, 1.6 kilometres. It's a good enough walk for the afternoon. Now for a bit more sightseeing. The Lachlan Riverside Park at Hillston has a very interesting suspension bridge.
What I did not expect was emus.
Known as emu antics, they've been a delightful part of Hillston's art scene since 2019 and are cast fiberglass covered with mixed media. The bridge shook enough for it to be unsettling, without being at all dangerous.